Hi guys, my name is Christine and I will be with you today for today's session live from Gloucester. And it's finally not freezing anymore. Still cold, but we're past that point. I always like to give you a weather update because I'm sure this is very deceiving. Hello, Arush. Arush looks happy today. Excellent. So today, this class required a bit of preparation. So I hope you guys managed to find some time to prepare for it because you have to make 5 sentences with the word empathy. So for those of you who would like more time, please ask me if you find yourself stuck and would like to shut off your camera for a bit. You're more than welcome to do so. And for those of you who are prepared, great. So let's start off with Ananya, because I feel like Ananya is really ready for it. So Ananya, can you please introduce yourself and tell us a bit about your day?
Yes, Christine. Hi. Hi, everyone. My name is Ananya, and I'm currently pursuing my post-graduation in MBA from ICFI Business School, Hyderabad. And my day was very normal. I had classes, but since morning, I don't know what the weather in Hyderabad is you cannot just predict how it's going to be. So I had a bad throat. I'm really sorry if I'm sounding very high
No?
right now. Otherwise, yeah, the day was very normal. It was fine. I had one what is it called? Not interview kind of a session, but yes, the viva of one of my presentations. So it was also done pretty well. So yeah, it was very normal, very chill kind of a day.
How did the Viva go? Because I'm always
Yeah,
scared
it
of
was.
Vivas. I don't like them.
Yes, I am definitely not scared of IVAs.
Oh,
But
good.
yes, I love presenting anything which is given to me, and I love taking up the questions which is thrown at me, and I try my best to answer it. So yes, it was nice. It was legal management, by the way.
Oh,
So
wow.
very new subject for us. All the students, those who are in MBA, it's a very new subject for us, but yet it is very interesting. So yeah, it was nice. It was kind of very good.
Very good. Excellent. Excellent. Very good. So Ananya, what are your 5 sentences with empathy?
Okay, so Christine, I had just one doubt that do we have to inculcate empathy as a word in every sentence, or just we need to mean that sentence?
So when this was presented to me, I understood it as including empathy in every sentence.
Okay, so
That's how make 5 sentences with the word empathy.
uh,
Um,
so
that's the
maybe.
way I took it.
Okay, so I always think that, what is empathy? Empathy is putting yourself in somebody else's shoes and, living that life and feeling
Mhm.
the same emotions which the other person has. So I thought the question in a very different way. I thought, let's put out 5 different sentences that actually means that you are empathizing with somebody else.
Okay.
So will it work if I go with it?
We can try. We can see what you've done. Yes, of
Okay,
course.
so the first one would be I love traveling. So I had written that it is great to be in a long vacation. So here I am empathizing with myself that, even if I tell that to somebody else, if the other person says that it's really great to be in a long vacation, that person is empathizing with me that, yes, it is true. It is right, whatever you are saying. It is great to be in a long vacation because everybody loves vacation as we all love vacations. So yes, vacation, it would be great if you are in a long vacation. So that person is empathizing. The second sentence would be your words are very pleasing as flowers, or you are very sweet. So how
Mhm.
we empathize with this sentence is you are connecting the voice of the person, the way they interact with you, to the flowers. So you are connecting the flowers to the person's what do you say, persona. So yes, this happens very often with me. I tell people that you are very sweet as a flower, or you are very sweet as a blooming some weather or something like that. Something comes up to my mind. So the third one would be it's quite boring to study without any break in between. So this one, I think we can connect with every friend. As Shivangi here, I can see she is my best friend. So yes, I would say we always used to talk. We study together. So it's like, it's very boring. We cannot study in a long patch in a long run. So yes, we need breaks in between. So I empathize with her. She empathizes with me. Yes, we need some break while studying. When it's a long duration of work, we need some break in between. So that's one. And I think it's when I see myself in a personal level, many people have said me that your life is challenging. And it's very encouraging. So I think that would also be an empathy, because when I tell my story to people, when I tell my upbringing and the way I have been brought up, and the way I have changed all my subjects and careers and goals all and all again. So yes, some people thought that yes, it's an implicit of just changing it because I'm very fickle. And some people had really empathized with me, thinking that yes, she is up to new things all the time. She is still figuring out. She's only 22 or 23. She has the time to figure out things now. So I think that has been a very beautiful thing, which people say me, that your life has been encouraging to us. So yes, this is all from my side. I thought these sentences would impact my life, as well as I thought that I would share it with you also, that you could know how it is.
Excellent. Okay, no, that was a very interesting take on it.
Yeah.
I know it wasn't what, like I said, what I expected when I read the question,
Yes.
but very good. Thank you very much for sharing
Thank you
that,
so
Nadia.
much. Thank you.
Okay, next we have Arush, who's got his hand up. He's ready. Okay, so Arush, can you please introduce yourself? Tell us a bit about your day, and then move on to today's question.
Yes, ma'am. My name is Arush Kumar. I study in class 5F. My school name is Delhi Public School, Mecca City, Kolkata, and my favorite hobbies are playing, singing, and dancing. Thank you.
Excellent, very good. So Arush, can you tell me what you did with your day today?
Yes, and today first I woke in the morning at 6 o'clock, and then I went to school. I
Hello,
came back, and then I joined 6:30.
hello, Arush.
Ma'am?
Oh,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
lost you there for a bit. We lost you for a bit. So can you repeat, please?
Yes, ma'am. So today first I woke up in the morning at 6 o'clock. Then I
Mm-hmm.
went to school. Then I came back. Then I joined 6:30 to 7:30 online classes. Then I am joining your class now. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And so, Arush, can you tell us your 5 sentences?
Yes, ma'am. First that my friend booked for showing frustration. Like my friend was
What
booked
does that
for.
have to do with empathy? What does that have to do with empathy?
Yes, ma'am. Like my friend was booked for showing frustration, which showed a lack of understanding and maybe empathy.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And somehow moving to a place of empathy and understanding with each other, that's what is going to save us.
Mm-hmm.
She had great empathy with horses and an understanding of what she was asking them to do. Thank you.
Okay. Arush, those were not 5 sentences
Three done, right?
with empathy. They were 3, and they were not really all to do with empathy. So please correct you. Go and have a little think, okay? And then do them at the end of the lesson, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
You need to come prepared. Okay. Next we'll go to, I hope I get it right today. Shivangi
Oh,
Raj.
great.
Yeah, it's right.
So can you please introduce yourself and tell us a bit about your day?
Okay, so good evening, everyone. My name is Shivangi Raj. I'm pursuing my MBA from ICFI Business School, Hyderabad, and my day was pretty normal. We all were preparing for our exam, that is tomorrow, and
Mhm.
we have like 1 to 2 presentations also that we did, and our day was pretty busy. So yeah, this was all about my day. And
Okay.
coming to the topic, that is empathy basically means to imagine another person's feeling and understanding his behavior as much as I understand. And the sentences would be it is very important to be a good listener and show empathy with the individual situation. As Ananya already said, we are very good friends. And sometimes, if I get frustrated or she gets frustrated, then we need to listen to each other's situation and give empathize accordingly. And next could be, my empathy is one of my advantage, as I'm a very good listener and very good in understanding people's situation and handling them accordingly.
Okay.
Yeah, so next could be showing compassion and expressing empathy shows how much you care for that person whom with you are, and it keeps our bond alive. And next could be lack of empathy is a problem that needs to be overcome. If at all you are not empathizing that person, so that person might not share his feelings with us again. So that is also there. And last could be related to my dad, as my dad is very calm, patient, and tolerant man, and is very good in empathizing people. So yeah, these could be the 5 sentences that I got.
Excellent. Okay, very good. Very good. Um, next we have Pulumi Chatterjee. Hi, Pulumi.
Hi, Christine.
Hi, Pulumi. Can you please introduce yourself? Tell us a bit
Yeah.
about your day, and then you can present your 5 sentences.
Yes, my name is Paulami Chatterjee, and currently I'm doing MBA from ICFI Hyderabad. My day was pretty normal. I had presentations, Viva, as my friends talk about. We share the same college, so we have the same schedule. And it was a normal day, and that's it. It was quite good.
Okay.
And coming to today's topic, 5 sentences regarding the word empathy. Empathy means we understand the other's problem while we keep our thoughts in their situation and understand the same thing. So the 5 sentences which I wrote and thought about are: I felt real empathy for my friend who has went through a lot in recent times. The nurse should try to be empathy, like the hospital nurses should try to be empathy between herself and the patients to take
Hello, Rupal. Okay, I don't think we
I
have
guess there is some
connection.
network issue or something.
Yes, I think we have some network issue there. Okay, we have Sangram who's joined us. Sangram, are you available? I don't think he's available either. Okay, so Arush, have you finished your sentences? Yeah. Okay. So you
Hello, ma'am.
okay,
Hello,
so
ma'am.
hi Sangram, can you please introduce yourself and tell us a bit about your day?
Okay, myself Sangram, living in Mumbai, and my day was a normal day for me. I went to my office, did my work, and I am returning back home from the work.
Okay. And can you tell us, Sangram, today's topic is to make 5 sentences using the word empathy. So what 5 sentences have you prepared?
Like, ma'am, nothing is in prepared because I saw the question just now. So, like, empathy can be called as like the emotions of any person. Like, whatever I know, like, any person's mood or emotion. Like sometimes from the facial expression of that person, we know that if he is having a like he had a good day or bad day. Like in office, like sometimes there is one ma'am in the office, like sometimes she doesn't speak, so we know that she gets scolded from the seniors or not. So we get to know by that, and also the facial expression, it also gets changed. So
Okay.
empathy can be called as the mood swings also, and depend upon the mood, how your mood is. Like if you are very happy, then there would be a reason for your being like all day you would be smiling. There must be a reason for that, like any reason for why you are like happy all day, or sometimes you get sad. So it's like everyone has their own reason for it, like mood and expression, like in empathy. We show anger also, that also comes in empathy, like something like that.
Well, it had to be, so they had to be sentences about empathy. And I mean, you had to come prepared for the class. Unfortunately, coming into the class not prepared this time is
But
a
today
bit
I am
of a.
not prepared because I was in the meeting also and left office late
It's
also.
okay.
So today it's like 50-50, like I'm just now saw the question and also logged in because it was late. So that's why.
That's okay. That's fine. Okay, so what I will do is I will get the other students to take what you said and maybe they have some comments and on what you've said. So Ananya, do you have anything that you'd like to say to Sangram or Pulomi or Shivangi? Do you have any comments on what Sangram said? Maybe any opinions, different?
I think Shivangi, Polomi, everybody has connected with what empathy really means. But Sangram has to make it clear, like, he said that anger
Yeah.
is kind of an empathy, but it isn't. Showing your anger to somebody is not empathizing. Empathizing is basically you're putting yourself into somebody's shoes and you're looking at how they feel, how their emotions are. You're just basically connecting yourself with the other person's feelings, so that if something bad has happened to that person, you are feeling bad because you are empathizing with that person. If something good has happened to that person, you are empathizing because you are also feeling good and positive because of the other person. So that basically what empathy is. Empathy is not you just being somebody's happiness or getting into anger or stuff. So yes, he needs to just understand the topic much better and come to the class. Otherwise, we are still here. We'll definitely correct each other. That's what we are here for. So, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to add the same thing as Ananya told. Like, he is actually mixing, like, he is actually thinking empathy as something to show anger on certain situation, but it is not. We cannot show anger to somebody if we do not understand that person. So that needs to be rectified.
Okay, good. Anything else?
Yeah, I just wanted to say he should basically know the meaning of empathy. That means like imagining how another person is feeling, like understanding his or her behavior, and then showing your empathy or feelings accordingly. And expressing empathy shows how much care you care for that particular person. So yeah, I think these were the points that he can keep on.
And also, Christine, nowadays the world has become so much fast and rigorous that people do not empathize very easily. And somebody who does it, I think they have just a blessing to be given, because, everybody is not empathizing with the other person. Everybody has their own constraint, they have their own life, they have their own understanding. But understanding somebody else's feeling and, connecting with the other person's emotion is very difficult. It's not for every human. We can sit here over the laptop and we can just talk about empathy, but in real life, when we are empathizing with somebody, is very difficult. And if somebody is doing it, we should really respect him or her. And it's very hard to be a great listener, as Shivangi already said that she is a great listener. I think it's very difficult to be a great listener. You can talk about yourself, but you cannot listen to somebody who is just continuously talking to you and telling other stuffs to you. So it's very difficult, and I think I respect each and every one, those who empathize with other people. I try my best to empathize with all my known ones, unknown ones, whoever it is. I try my best to be a great listener, and I think I do my best, and that is how I have made bond with so many people around me. So yes, that can be a very big blessing to anyone who is showing empathy to other.
Okay, very good. Excellent. Well done, guys. Okay, so Sangram, do you get a clearer idea now of what empathy is? Sangram? Okay. Let's move on to Arush. Arush,
Yes, ma'am.
so have you finished your sentences?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, bring them on.
Yes, ma'am. My first is I did not have empathy for the characters. Second is the police woman showed empathy with others. It is important to be a good listener and show empathy with the individual situation. He
Mhm.
needed to develop empathy skills.
Okay. Okay, Arush. I will take that from you. Okay, so yes, you mentioned something now, empathy skills. Now I'm going to be a bit of a pain. How do we get empathy? What skills do we need? How can we improve our empathy skills? Any ideas?
How can we have empathy?
How can we improve it?
How we can improve empathy?
We mentioned listening skills. We mentioned that. What else can we do? Anyone can answer this because I can see Arush is.
Can you repeat once?
Sorry?
Can you repeat the question?
What can we do to improve our empathy?
Ma'am, we should think good for others
Mm-hmm.
and we should I know this much only.
Okay. Ananya, any other suggestions?
Yes, I think as you already mentioned about listening skills, we can also communicate well. If you are not able to communicate with the other person, and if you're not able to listen to what they are actually trying us to understand, it's very difficult. It becomes very difficult to understand the situation, and getting yourself into down to that situation and really empathizing with that situation. So yes, I think communication skills needs to be improved. And for those whoever are trying to empathize with other people, or helping other people getting empathized. So yes, I think communication would be a great one, because everything starts with communication. So yes, if you are talking about it, even if sometimes it happens like this is one side of the coin, and the other side of the coin is some people face so much of problem, face so much of difficulty that they are not able to communicate with you. They do not feel sometimes comfortable that are you going to understand what the situation is. So at that point of time, you should be kind. I think you have to be kind to every person. It's not just about empathizing, but yes, being kind to that person, generating yourself into the idea that that person needs me, that person has something to say, and he or she is not able to convey that. So I think making them feel secure, making them giving them a security that your secrets or your problem or your happiness is safe with me, you can share with me. I think that would really help the other person to convey their feelings to us. So in these ways, we can just get in touch with people closely.
Very good. Excellent. Would anyone else like to add any other points?
Maybe we can be make that person emotionally and physically comfortable, so that he or she can share his thoughts with us without any hesitation. and we can offer positive advice also, so that he may feel that particular situation in a positive way. And we should be a active listener, as everyone said, and relate to that particular person, so that he can again share his thoughts with us.
Okay, very good, very good. Sangram, how do you feel now about empathy? Do you feel like this is okay? Is it better now? Sangram?
I don't think so. He's in network
No,
area.
I don't think he's in the
Maybe
network
not.
area. Okay. Plomi or Arush, anything else you'd like to add? Okay. Yeah.
Not anything, because everything has been said, like each and every point has been discussed.
Fantastic. Okay. Great. So today we have discussed empathy at length. We started off with your 5 sentences about empathy. Everyone took their kind of way of doing it, which was fine. It's always interesting because we get another angle of viewing things. Then we looked at how what is empathy and how can we improve empathy, and we spoke about how important listening skills are. So there are actually 3 types, just to summarize. There are 3 types of empathy. If we are talking from a psychological point of view, there's affective empathy, there's somatic empathy, and cognitive empathy. So it's basically 3 levels of empathy. So cognitive empathy is cognitive, okay, so the ability to understand someone's response to a situation. Somatic empathy, so somatic has to do with feeling, so it's the ability to feel what another person is feeling. And there is affective empathy, which is the ability to respond to other people's emotions appropriately. So empathy encompasses all of this. It's defined as the action of understanding, being aware of, being sensitive to, and vicariously experiencing the feelings, thoughts, and experience of another. We can really say there are many signs to empathy. You can often tell when people are good at doing this because they are really listening to what you're saying. Like we said, they often tell you about their problems. You are good at picking up on how other people feel. You often think about how other people feel. People come to you for advice. So these are kind of ways where you know that you are able to empathize. Now, empathy allows us to build social connections. It allows us to regulate also our, so empathizing with others also helps us regulate our own emotions, because then we can gauge the situation. And it also promotes helping behaviors. Obviously, if we over empathize, okay, we might end up burning ourselves out, burning ourselves out. You get emotional burnout. So we need to be careful with over empathizing. But overall, empathy is also a beautiful thing to have. So thank you guys for sharing your thoughts and your sentences with me. And I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. I hope you have a lovely evening. And Sangram, I hope you get out of traffic. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful evening and see you all tomorrow. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Christine. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.